Chapter 1559. At this moment, Haruto felt a pain in his heart. Alex's words made him realize that this is helping the eldest brother and disarming him. In a company, it doesn't matter how many employees or departments you have under your hands. What is important is how much power you have in the company. The voting rights corresponding to the shares are tantamount to the company's internal struggle for power and profit. If I let myself surrender all voting rights now, it would be tantamount to letting myself surrender all weapons and completely give up the possibility of resistance. To be honest, he didn't want to be so controlled by others. However, thinking about it the other way round, he has nothing to do. Disagree? There is no way to disagree. After all, the eldest brother is recovering now, and Alex is supporting him, so he is not an opponent. Now he is still playing a criminal plot with himself, actually letting himself surrender the gun and not kill. If he doesn't agree, then they may change their routine to play the conspiracy. At that time, they will not surrender the gun but never kill the endless trouble. Thinking of this, he sighed softly and said, "Master, I agree to your proposal and hand over all voting rights." Kenji has been waiting for the second brother to express his opinion. He has a weak personality and has no opinion. Anyway, he and the second brother have tossed this matter together, so naturally he has to follow the second brother to advance and retreat. So he hurriedly said, "Master, I have no objection." Alex nodded with satisfaction, and said to Oren, "Uncle, in this case, let the legal affairs come over and draw up the voting rights transfer agreement. After signing the agreement, you can just go to the press conference to hold a press conference in the release hall and put this matter public." After speaking, Alex checked the time and said, "It's 10 o'clock now. If you move fast, hold a press conference before 11:30. That morning, before the stock market is closed, the Moon Group's stock price should respond and turn positive by the end of the business day." "Yes," Oren nodded loyally, and immediately said, "Just do what you said, Alex." After speaking, he immediately took out his mobile phone and called his assistant, "Call all the legal department immediately." Haruto gave up resistance and felt relieved. Then, he thought about the inexplicable loss of fertility between himself and his younger brother, son, and nephew. He hurriedly pleaded, "Master, the four of us suddenly lost that. In terms of ability, to be honest, the Moon family's blood is all in us and nephews, so please raise your hands high." Oren was a little surprised and didn't understand what it meant when Haruto said that the four people lost that ability. At this time, Kenji, Boten, and Asahi all looked at Alex with pleading eyes, hoping that he could restore the ability for everyone. Alex said indifferently at this time, "First of all, I must tell you clearly that this matter is reversible to me. If I am in a good mood, I can restore all four of you to the original." When the four of them heard this, they were immediately overjoyed. What everyone fears most is that all this is irreversible. In case it is really irreversible, then all is over. Even if he compromises, concedes defeat, and surrenders the right to vote, he still can't enjoy the pleasure of a relationship. But Alex's reversible sentence immediately ignited hope in their hearts. However, Alex changed his words and said lightly, "Although it is reversible, when it is reversible, it depends on your performance and my personal mood. If you perform well and satisfy me, I will consider it." The faces of Haruto and others suddenly turned into four bitter gourds. "Can't recover temporarily?"